this is definitely better. I know this is better than the Blue Beetle trailer we just watched.
I think so.
I think it's more engaging. It still doesn't feel quite like a trailer, like most trailers.
Yeah.
It feels like just a bunch of scenes cut together. I get that's what trailers
Yeah.
are, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like, I don't know.
So when they showed the spot, I got Puss in Boots Last Wish vibes.
Why?
Where we have like a physical enemy that we're gonna fight, but then there is a more overarching enemy we have to fight. So in Puss in Boots, you had the wolf, but then you also had Jack Horner.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be like that, where you have Miguel O'Hara, and then you have the Spot.
Okay.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
I think the Spy is just gonna be the introduction villain.
You think so?
Yeah, we're only gonna deal with him for a little bit.
So you don't think he's gonna be like the main villain at the end?
Nah.
Okay.
I do think the parents might find out,
Yeah.
or I think something might change in this movie. I think a change may come out this movie
Yeah.
for what happens in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So Beyond the Spider-Verse, I wonder, will we see more than just the Spider-Verse? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would be really cool is if we got to see like Venom in this movie,
Ooh,
or Craven. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this connects to Madam Web.
Yeah, that would be cool
But
if it does.
We can't have nice things.
No. Well, this is Spider-Man, animated Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We can't have nice things in animated Spider-Man. Because I mean, look at the Spider-Man, the animated series,
Right.
and we can have nice things in animated Spider-Man media.
Yeah.
I just don't think we can have nice things with MCU
Yeah.
and the CW Flash. Those are the two main things we can't have nice things in. But when it comes to animated Spider-Man material, we have nice things all day, every single decade. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Spider-Man animated series, Spider-Man Unlimited. Well, that one's people didn't really like that one, but like Spectacular Spider-Man.
That the most recent?
No, the most recent one is Spider-Man that came out in 2017.
What was that? Is that just...
That one is more so. That was like a reboot of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
And it came out after, I want to say after Homecoming. So it came out after Homecoming.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. A lot of people, well, from what I've seen of reviews, people didn't really like it. One reason was because like everyone's a genius in that show. So it was like, okay, well, everyone's a genius. Why is that?
Is that the one that had the really flat art style?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That is the one
I
with the really
remember.
flat art style. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that now.
We're going to be like flat art style. That's
Yeah.
That's animation.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Can't wait. As Struggle Nation says, this is a day one.
Day one we there.
This is definitely a day one. Yeah, and I'm excited of like the family drama that's gonna be in. Maybe this is maybe not a good time to talk about, but maybe that's the reason why the Blue Beetle trailer wasn't that inspiring for us, because it didn't feel like there was a lot of family drama. I don't know what I was trying to say. Familiar drama. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, like family drama.
Yeah.
But like I feel like there's gonna be maybe the heart is what I'm saying. It seems like this movie is gonna have like a heart with Miles and his parents and him trying to balance being a Spider-Man versus balancing being like a kid. Versus, I think that's something the Blue Beetle trailer was missing, kind of like the heart of it, the family aspect, maybe.
I think this trailer to me isn't that much different from the Blue Beetle one.
Yeah.
If you just watched it, you wouldn't get much from it.
Yeah.
But the reason it holds more weight to me is because I've seen the first one. So I understand the dynamic between everyone.
Yeah.
And I can see there's a story being told through the trailer. That's a continuation of the first movie.
Yeah.
When I watched the Blue Beetle trailer, what am I watching? What world are we in? Oh,
Yeah.
we mentioned Batman, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still don't really know who is Batman. We don't know. You don't really feel that with the trailers. I feel like that's kind of what they were trying to do with the Shazam 2 trailer. Is like when Shazam talked about, oh, there's Batman, there's Aquaman, then there's me. They were more so establishing what world we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With this trailer, it's kind of the same, but you feel like it's a continuation of a story. Even when we got the Shang-Chi trailer, it still kind of felt like they didn't have to mention characters, but it still somewhat felt like we were in the world of something bigger. You know what I mean?
I think so.
The newer MCU trailers still feel like we're a part of the bigger world without having to exactly say we're in the world. With Blue Beetle, there's nothing about it that can make me say, oh yeah, this is DC. Unless you put the DC logo on it or if you mention Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get Blue Beetle's a bigger character. I mean, I get Spider-Man is a bigger character, but it feels like more story and history. You know what I mean? To the world.
I would disagree with you that I'm not going to say you're wrong. I mean, you are. But but seriously, like I think for me personally, I feel like even if you don't know how this fits into a bigger storyline, your trailer should still captivate you. Not just with visuals, because Blue Beetle had some pretty cool visuals.
Yeah.
And it's some pretty cool action. But I think it should grip you with the story of it all.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. Blue Beetle from the trailer, we kind of got what it was about, but it didn't feel that engaging to me. It was just like, okay. It felt like another generic movie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't feel the history of the world.
Yeah.
That's more so what I mean.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying. I think I would disagree with like that you need to know the history of the world.
Yeah, we don't need to know the history.
But I would agree that like that does aid in kind of.
Yeah, we don't need to know the history, but I should feel it.
Yeah, okay.
When we're watching the movie. When like kind of I don't remember who said it, but when they were talking about John Wick, some of the first few movies, when they interacted with each other, there felt like there was a history.
I said that.
You did say?
Yeah.
Okay, you said that.
I said that.
Well, yeah, it felt like...
Oh, wow.
It felt like you were saying, it felt like there was a history to these characters. And that's how it should feel with Blue Beetle. None of these characters felt like we were living in an actual world. You know what I mean? Even with the Marvel trailers. From the trailer, this world feels lived in. Of course, we've seen all the Marvel movies. Yeah. But you don't have to put Marvel on the banner. I can look at it and tell it's a Marvel movie. Yeah. Marvel movies have a certain look. You know what I mean? Yeah. This doesn't feel like a DC movie. It doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like another movie. Yeah. Which is why I'm kind of... and then there's some other stuff too that's like, this isn't very captivating. Yeah. But this, I can feel the story.
Like, I feel like when... Because I remember I do remember Blue Beetle having a scene where he was talking with one of his family members. I can't remember. But, like, personally, I feel that the scene with Miles at the parents talking to, like, the principal or whoever it was, I felt more emotional weight in that scene versus... in the Blue Beetle scene where Blue Beetle was talking, I don't remember his secret identity name, but where Blue Beetle was talking to his family member, I can't remember.
Reyes or something?
Yeah, I know it's Reyes. I just couldn't remember his first name. Maybe it was the music choice. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I liked about this trailer. It had like some emotion. It had like you said, like the history. Like we gotta get the history. Like, could this be related to? It gets us thinking. Like, okay, could this be related to other things? Yeah. But then it also doesn't restrict itself, where it's like, oh, you have to watch Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. You have to watch this. It doesn't restrict it, but it's like, hey, this is a continuation of the first movie. Some of the themes that we set up, we're gonna dive into those things.
Even looking at when they show how Miguel O'Hara acts, this is a thing he's been running for a few years.
Yeah.
It feels like it just from him saying one sentence.
Yeah.
He's in charge. You can tell there's a story, there's a force behind it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, it feels like a history.
Yeah.
With Blue Beetle, it didn't feel that way. Other trailers, the villains or the antagonists don't feel that way.
Yeah.
That's more so what I mean. That's why I like this.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And it's like I said with the John Wick thing, like even watching John Wick, like, 2, 3, 4, and you meet people and they're like, oh yeah, hello, character I met 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, even though this is the first time we've met this character,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I can believe you guys met 20 years ago. And like you said, with like, it feels like the world's lived in, it feels like the world's established. Like you said, with Miguel O'Hara, even though we knew that he was traveling
Yeah.
in the post-credit scene, like I just remembered that, but
Yeah, me too.
I just remembered that he was traveling across the multiverse in the post-credit scene of Into the Spider-Verse. I'm like, just watching this trailer, and I can totally agree with you, and I'm like, yeah, it seems like he's been running this for a couple years.
Yeah.
Even without remembering that post-credit scene. So yeah, I really like this trailer. I really want to go see it. Want to go see the movie. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to be in the theater and be like, hey, that's the oh. Yeah. I can't wait to do that because I think this is gonna be really extensive, and I feel like there's so much Spider-Man media across like the 70 plus years that he's been around where you can go really wild and crazy. Like they had Spider-Punk in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I feel like in terms of visual gags, in terms of story elements and stuff like that, because like what this reminds me of is like in what's that called? Spider-Man the animated series, the Clone Saga. The Clone Saga that they did, not the one with Mary Jane, the one that came towards the end of the series. That was really cool. And I think this movie and Beyond the Spider-Verse, not the first one was amazing. I'm not saying that the first one wasn't really good, but I feel like this movie and the sequel movie of Beyond the Spider-Verse, I think I just can't wait to see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. But also another thing I noticed when they are like, if like I have to save, you have to save, and if you have to choose between saving one person in the multiverse, you have to choose the multiverse.
Yeah.
And like they showed the dad falling, and even I don't know the movie. I've never seen it. Yeah, he was like hold on to the ledge and he
Miles?
slipped. Yeah, Miles' dad.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know who that was.
It was Miles' dad, and it was like even though like I said haven't seen the movie, but even if those two scenes aren't connected, I'm glad they put them there because now we have a visual to what the verbal says. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That if Miles' dad is in trouble, Miles has to basically ignore that in order to do the thing. And I think that's a great contrast to like traditional Peter Parker is. That kind of like, we have to save everyone. And if we can't, we have to save everyone else.
Yeah.
Just so we can make up for not saving those people. It kind of reminds me of Lemillion from what's that name? My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Where he's like, I'm trying to save everyone. Like no one's going
Who's
to
Lemillion?
Mirio.
Mirio?
Yeah. He could phase through objects.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about like even like how you were talking about like I said the John Wick thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even just looking at the trailer for the fourth movie, you had Donnie Yen's character talking to John Wick.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the trailer, they say, we left good times behind a long time ago, my
Yeah.
friend. I feel the history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel like, of course, we know the world, but we've never met this character.
Yeah.
And we feel the history.
Yeah.
I think this did a good job of showing that.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. That was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. But back to Spider-Verse, though. See, we got multiverse on the brain. We hopping back and forth. This is everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
Where something happens so that our brains just slingshot to these different universes. What's going on? I mean, we did talk about Fortnite, and that Fortnite is basically a multiversal story.
Exactly.
So it's all coming together. Oh yeah, but yeah. What do you guys think? You got anything?
Looks good.
Yeah, excited to
Wanna go
see
see
it. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And remember, share.
What?
You don't remember the guy? No more Fortnite. Yeah, he was like, remember, share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Share the video. Let us know. Do you agree with our takes? Do you disagree with our takes? Okay. Peace.